If you guys have been following Fortnite leaks in the Fortnite community at all, you might know that last week Epic Games started banning some prominent Fortnite leakers. It seems like they stopped at a few really big leakers, but this is something that Epic Games might be doing, and today we're going to be getting the community replies to this whole situation of Epic Games banning the Fortnite leakers. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels, and welcome back to the reply room where I post a statement or a question. I have the community in our Discord server, which you should join, by the way. Reply to it and we take all those replies, make them into a video so we can get a general consensus on what the greatest Fortnite community of all time believes on these subjects. So we're going to get straight into the video for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming. So this is the question for today's video. As of right now, we have little information, but Epic is permanently banning prominent Fortnite leakers. What are your thoughts on this situation? We had some fantastic replies. We're going to get into them, guys. The first being W. I hate leakers spoiling everything, whole seasons, whole chapter launches, whole events. It's annoying. And this seems to be what a lot of the Fortnite community is talking about, because most people seem to be okay with Fortnite leaks, myself included. I love Fortnite leaks. I love talking about Fortnite leaks. We talk a lot about them on the channel, but it's been getting to a new point with this stuff where it's, again, like Ghouls just said, whole seasons, whole chapter launches, entire events. Nothing is a surprise anymore, and it seems like the community is starting to get fed up a little bit with it. Let's take a look at another reply. Personally, I'm okay with it. While I do think leakers they went after specifically wasn't the best pick, I hope that Epic continues to crack down on leaks, at least for now. As of recently, there's been nothing to get excited for with the game that we already don't know about, since a lot of it has been leaked. However, I feel like that some of it falls onto Epic for not being able to crack down on leaks and insiders hard enough. This is something that I talked about on the channel before. I completely agree with that. In my opinion, Epic needs to start setting guidelines into what people can and cannot leak to do with the game, and I think a good medium is to set what the leakers can leak, left unencrypted from a new update. However, everything encrypted should remain as such. I also believe things like Battle Pass leaks, map leaks, weapon leaks, upcoming events, collaborations, or modes, as well as the storyline events should remain unknown too. While I understand that it's a leaker's job to leak information, I think a guideline like this would be a fair way of sustaining them while also keeping bigger secrets under wraps until Epic wants to finally release it. Excuse me. That is totally accurate. I agree with this whole point so far. Finally, however, I feel like Epic Games needs to take a page out of Bungie's books as what they do with their game Destiny 2. They have a zero tolerance policy on things like cheats or leaking big information, and when someone oversteps the line, Bungie often makes an example of these people by suing them. While I think this method is more on the ruthless side, I feel like it's gotten to a point with new leaks that this type of approach is becoming more and more necessary as these big leaks are becoming more frequent and ruining surprises, and I believe if Epic were to take this form of approach, it would benefit the community whilst also sending a clear message to the leakers that they can and cannot do with the possibility of severe consequences for those that overstep those boundaries. I 100,000% agree with everything Sizzo just said here. The biggest thing is, like, it is ruthless and a little bit harsh on the side to, like, actually start suing people. I think, like, if Epic Games were to come out, and this is something Sizzo and I have talked about multiple times, if Epic Games comes out with a strict guidelines where it's like, hey, you're allowed to leak this, you're not allowed to leak this, for example, like we just talked about with the encrypted files, you're not allowed to touch with the encrypted files. Let's say they say that people overstep that boundary and leak an entire event that's encrypted, then sue the heck out of them. They're breaking a rule, you know what I mean? But the problem is, there is no guideline. While it's not hard to think about, like, it's common sense, right? Where it's like, hey, Epic Games, if this is encrypted, I probably shouldn't leak it because Epic Games encrypted it. You know what I mean? It's not hard to really think about while Epic Games wants to keep that a secret, but Epic Games also has never said themselves, hey, don't touch the encrypted files or we're going to sue you. So if they need to come out with something like this, I completely agree with this entire point here. Let's keep going though. My thoughts on the matter are that I support Fortnite's decision to punish the leakers who revealed too much information about the game's future plans. It is understandable that Fortnite would want to protect their upcoming releases from being spoiled. I believe that the responsibility falls on the leakers themselves for publicly sharing confidential information and facing the consequences. I am on Team Fortnite and hope that the leakers have learned the lesson. Overall, I believe that Fortnite has the right to take action and ban those who have gone too far. I agree with this again, but I'm so of the opinion, I've said this so many times, guys, where Epic Games needs to make it absolutely clear what's okay and what's not okay. So this is all like, yeah, it makes total sense. It makes 100% sense. But Epic Games, if they were to take that next step, that one little step and say, hey, don't touch this, then all of this, I'd be, hey, get rid of them, ban them if they're overstepping those boundaries, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I ultimately agree with this. Let's keep going. The answer is both good and harsh. Good, the leakers that were banned went too far to the point where they ended up breaking and violating many EU-LA rules. It's no reason for them to be shocked as to why this has happened since they were dealing with fire from the start, and to be honest, There are some of them. I'm not overly familiar with the leakers who did get banned, but I know one of them. I can't remember, so I'm not going to say the name. I can't remember specifically which one it was, but one of them were like pretending like, oh my god, what happened? This is absolutely insane. Where did this come from? It came out of the sky. You know what I mean? So it's true. Anyways, harsh. Epic themselves have been harsh on those leakers by banning their alternate accounts, which had nothing to do with what's going on. A lot of money was spent into those accounts, making this similar to the case of the iTalk Fortnite. All things considered, it's a huge move to stopping huge leaks, excuse me. The loss of G-Mixer Games, YLS and Jules, and Crow are a huge impact on the leaking community. We're sure to be expecting less leaks for Season 4 now, unless Hypex and Shinna still have their source. Yeah, you know what? It is both good and harsh. You know what I mean? So it is tough because they're banning their alternate accounts as well. Yeah, like, they are in the right for doing that, Epic Games. But again, I need them to make it a little bit more clear, you know what I mean? Let's move on to the next point. This one is disagreeing. No, I definitely do not agree. It's Epic's own stupid fault for allowing leaks to happen with these insiders. Leaks are there to leak stuff, and if people do not like it, they stay away from it. One, the problem is it's literally impossible unless you unplug yourself from any online activity to avoid these leaks. But two, there is some truth to this. There's absolutely some truth to this. There are insiders at Epic Games, and Epic Games needs to figure that out themselves. The blame is on both sides. That's how I believe it. The blame is on Epic for allowing this information to get out, and they're not really putting a handle on it. They're starting to punish the leakers instead of trying to figure out who is talking from Epic Games, because that would, like, honestly, it would take some effort, but it would probably be a little bit on the easier side to figure out who's talking, right? So I agree and I don't agree with this. This is a good point, but there needs to be some fault in Epic Games for allowing all this information to get out there, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's move on again. If this was like in Chapter 2, I would feel bad, but lately they've been spoiling everything, so I can't really feel bad. That's another problem, you know what I mean? Like, the leaks in Chapter 2 were so different until the end event that got spoiled. Like, the actual ending for the event, the map flipping, that got spoiled for us. I think that was the start of everything starting to come with, like, leaks going a little bit too far, you know what I mean? So a lot of people are sharing this opinion where they just don't feel bad at all for these leakers. Again, I'm kind of like, I still do feel bad for these leakers, but I think it's ultimately a good thing that leaks are finally starting to get shut down. I'm interested to see how Epic Games, like, progresses this whole situation, you know what I mean? Because we still haven't seen anything besides those 3 bans. I thought they were going to continue going, and they still might, but who knows as of right now. I am unsure about banning the people, but leaks have definitely gone too far. At this point, I'm considering not checking social media at the last week of the season, because that is around when the big leaks come out. I've tried doing this. It doesn't work. You literally need to turn off your notifications for YouTube, Twitter. You can't go anywhere. Like, even like a thing with the For You page, like TikTok or like YouTube Shorts, you just bang, there's a leak. You know what I mean? So yeah, the banning people thing, where I've said it so many times, guys, like, there's good and bad to it, but I completely agree where leaks have absolutely gone too far. I wish I could just take some time off from the internet, but it's literally impossible to avoid these leaks, so I stopped doing it myself. But guys, with this final reply puts an end to this video today. Thank you so much to everybody who participated. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate you all being here. Join the Discord server. We're going to have a brand new reply room topic for you guys to jump into. It'll probably already be there, to be honest with you. I'll probably do it right when I'm done recording. But guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for participating. I will see you in the next video. If you want to continue watching the Clen channel, there'll be 2 videos on screen for you right now to check out. I think they are pretty great. I will see you either there or in the next video, guys. Take care.